In this episode, we drive to Madonna Di Campiglio to hike to the Vallesinella Cascades. We then continue on to the spectacular Val di Genova with its multiple bridges and fabulous waterfalls. Right, another pass. Don't know the name of this one, but it's on the way to Madonna Di Campiglio. It's not quite 7:30 in the morning, so we've got a nice early start. And God knows how many hairpin bends ahead for Raymond today. Hairpins they are.
Hairpin number 2.
Starting to see traces of dolomite. Hairpin number 4. It's some quite narrow sections. It's opened up now though. Just arrived at Madonna Di Campiglio. We're lucky to get this car park, which is just for motorhomes, €7 a day. Parked directly under the Prada Largo chairlift, but we're not taking that. We're heading off on a hike to the Vallesinella waterfalls. We were going to get the bus, but again we're going to see if we can hoof it. Been into the tourist centre, and it seems like it's not going to be too big an ordeal to actually get the bus. So we're just heading through Madonna Di Campiglio, very pretty little place. Don't try and drive through it with a motorhome, but very pretty. So we may just get the bus, we'll see. We managed to find the bus stop at the Spinelli Parcheggio, and we bought our tickets for the bus, which unfortunately doesn't leave for another 20 minutes, so we must have only just missed one. So I've just wandered down to the cute little pond in the middle of Madonna Di Campiglio. Such a pretty little town. But I'll go back now because we want to get a decent spot on the bus. At the car park, bought our tickets, and of course there's a big crowd here now. Well, we're on the bus, which is interesting in itself. But at least it's saving our legs, and maybe means we can hike further up there. Or we'll think, well, that was a ridiculous waste of €6 and pain in the ass, but we'll see. Bit of a tight roundabout, that one. I won't need a soundtrack, you can have an Italian lesson. No idea what's going on here. There's a huge traffic jam. For some reason the bus seems to be able to pass, and they're like questioning everybody. I don't know, maybe it's a toll road or something. I don't know what's going on. But obviously the bus is got priority, yeah. But there are times that you're not supposed to go up there because of the buses.
Non ho capito, dimmi.
Il biglietto ce l'ha lei? L'ho dato lei?
It's crazy. No. Obviously they keep a cap on vehicles up this road, and I did read something that at certain times even buses don't. Well, it's gone from bad to worse. We haven't got cars in the way now, we've got friggin' people. This is the most bullshit bus in the world. It's just ridiculous. Well, I can see why they don't let motorhomes up here, but I have no idea what happens if a car decides to come the other way.
They're on two-way,
Yeah, they must. I think both glad we're not driving this bus. It's just, there is no room whatsoever. I think we're not going to get close now.
Ragazzi, mi raccomando,
the way to our first of the Vallesinella Cascades. Hopefully I might have a sign so I can know the name of this one. Unfortunately the sun is a bit of an issue here. We're looking right into it, which is a shame because it's really very pretty. Another nice forest.
Yeah, lovely.
With another waterfall.
Cascade.
Cascata. Top of the waterfall, a few little cascades up there still, but it's thundering on down the valley. Come to another section of the waterfall, several sections. I'm going to walk past that bit next. Well, we're really enjoying these cascades. Lots of wooden walkways. And we're gradually climbing up and up. So we're actually heading up there. I think we're getting close to the top now. So there's been lots and lots of climbing. Take this path. We can go that way, that's good. We think we found the path to Refugio, El Brente and Casinai.
Yeah, just coming a bit of a steep bit with all the tree roots and the rocks.
Nice stuff.
But it's great through the forest.
You do a challenge.
Really lovely.
Still in the trees, but it's getting quite steep. Really fun, but quite steep.
Yeah. I think I had to put my hands down.
Yeah. Hands sometimes. It's like rock, paper, scissors, isn't it?
Yeah.
Voila. There we go.
Look at that.
Oh, we're still deep in the forest, but definitely climbing higher. Haven't quite broken out into that open dolomite rock yet. So we're enjoying whatever shade we get. Not too sure about the Dodgy Brothers steps up here, but we'll take anything that helps.
Well, up the steps. The first one's the...
Did they build these for?
Yeah, the first one's a high one, but it's fantastic after that.
we're thinking we might revise our hike. We are loving this, but it's going on for a lot longer than we thought, so we don't think we'll make it to the Refugio in time to be able to return. We'll see. We made it to Refugio Cassinai. It's about 12:15, so we figure it's a lovely spot to stop and have lunch. We just had a lovely lunch stop at Refugio Cassinai, kind of the foothills of the Dolomites. Now we're heading back down to Madonna Di Campiglio. And we've had a lot of ups, so we're bracing ourselves for a lot of down. Oh, we've come back now from Refugio Cassinai. And
bright light after all those
we're
trees.
heading up, hoping we get a table here. We're on our hike back to the van from Vallesinella, and we just stopped for something to eat and turned around and realised what we'd had our back to the whole hike up. Absolutely amazing stuff. I think we're getting our first glimpse of the Dolomites. But we've still got a long hike back down, back to Madonna Di Campiglio. And there's the spot that we sat down and had a cuppa. We needed that breather, didn't we?
Yeah.
We've been looking everywhere for a seat, gave up, sat in a bunch of rocks, and we've just found a fabulous seat. And then we realised why we found a fabulous seat. Look at the view. It's just... We're still on our hike back to the van, and we're still very high. We're wondering, when the hell are we going to start going down? We're heading on back to the van now, just going past the Spinelli chairlift.
Got out of that lovely forest walk.
Yes, back to where we bought our tickets for the bus. And everything's very hilly in Madonna Di Campiglio, but really quite swanky. Been one hell of a walk back up the hill.
Knackered.
Ray's absolutely stuffed, but the van is just around the corner waiting for us. So I don't think it can come quick enough for Ray. We loved this 5.5 hour hike, and we're glad we took the entertaining bus ride, which saved our legs for the challenge ahead. From the start of the trail, we enjoyed the shade of the forest as we hugged the stream from cascade to cascade up many different levels. When we reached the top of the trail, we decided to extend our hike up to the Refugio rather than go back down through the Cascades. Hike back down was more open and afforded us fabulous views across to the Dolomites. We were, however, quite exhausted from all of the uphill hiking and were very glad to get back to the van. Driving out of Madonna Di Campiglio and the mountains, I don't know if I can get them on here, but the mountains are just amazing. Series of hairpin bends on the way down from Madonna Di Campiglio to our next stop, which I think is Pinzolo, but I'm not exactly sure. Looks unusual afternoon storm clouds. Check those beauties. Arrived at our campsite, Camping Adamello, and there's a rainbow over the mountain behind and directly over our van. The rainbow's kind of obscuring the mountain up there, which of itself is beautiful. But I'm just about to go and check out the services. Okay, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to film much whether people are in there or not, but so far these are the services. Unfortunately, during my walkthrough of the facilities, there was a radio station playing music, and obviously it must have been in breach of YouTube's copyright, so I've had to remove the soundtrack for this part of the video. This is the laundry facilities. I suppose €4 for washing machines, not bad. Maybe €4 for an hour dryers, not bad. Don't know, don't usually use them. Hand washing facilities. And the huge dishwashing area. Really large. That will impress Raymonda. And there's a microwave. Should have microwaved the veggies. Right, it's almost 9 o'clock. I think it's Thursday, you lose track. And we're just leaving our campsite and hoping we can find a shortcut to the path where we get the bus up the valley. This is just the hike from the campsite to the car park so that we can get the bus up the valley and then hike back down. Just arrived at Ponte Verde, and this is our bus that takes us up the valley. The driver's having a good old argument with someone on the phone. So we're not quite sure when our 10 to 10 bus will leave, because he's obviously got to finish his argument first. Well, that was a nice chaos. We're actually on a different bus. Probably hasn't got any suspension at all. Yeah, I'm suspecting the head on the overhead blocker. We've taken the most amazing bus ride up the valley, and we're in the, I guess it's part of the Brenta Dolomites, and it's the most tranquil, beautiful spot, totally opposite to the not tranquil bus drive up here. But the bus was free, which was amazing, and we're now got to try and figure out what part of the 16 kilometres we're hiking back. But this is, just to be in this part of the Dolomites is just gorgeous. So we're thinking this one day is going to turn into a few, maybe. So we're in Refugio Bedole.
I think we're due, the weather forecast is pretty good, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
So now we're going to put our backpacks on and hike down to a waterfall and the next bus stop. This is the crazy buses. Our little bus that's going to take us down to the waterfall. Right, we've just got back on the bus. We're going to head down to a cascade. The nice driver's going to let us off there to save us 2 kilometres of walking on a road. This has just dropped us off at a hike down to our first waterfall, Cascata Pedruca or something, I can't really remember. but we'll go see what that looks like. It's quite dense and dark in here.
Well, it's lovely.
Wow, they certainly know how to do waterfalls here. This is 5 minutes to where we just got off the bus. It's amazing. So beautiful. Dolomite rocks up there behind it. Big test. And now we're going to hike to the next refugio.
We're walking down from the waterfall, but they've closed the path through the forest, I guess due to this rock fall that we're now having to walk through. Where they had to put a temporary road through. See where the other one goes up there, which was closed. There's the deviation.
This isn't the best part of the hike because we're actually on a road, but when you're surrounded by this, you really can't complain, can you?
A lot of those
Look
wooden
at those
huts,
Dolomite peaks up there.
they're just
It's
traditionally
just-
made huts out of wood.
Yeah,
logs.
oh, just logs. They're just gorgeous. Wow, and the weather, well, just been so kind to us. Now that looks like cloud behind that peak, but in actual fact, it's more Dolomite rock. It's just, that's why we're in love with the Dolomites.
Well, we're right alongside the river now. Much better than walking on the road. But Julie's complaining because the grass is tickling her legs.
Been a few sections along the hike where the banks have washed out a bit. We've had to be a bit careful with our footing. It looks like we're crossing over to the other side now. Very pleasant anyway, isn't it? Like the
Breeze,
gentle breeze, babbling brook.
The closer you get to the river, it's much cooler.
Well, it's about 12ish, so naturally we're on the hunt for something flat and elevated, aka seats.
I don't think they're going to be giving us any wooden seats or tables.
No, I don't think so either. It's a cute little foresty bit here.
Oh, like a different landscape.
It is, isn't it? Quite dense. Over the river, it's beautiful. Standing on the Ponte Carre at the moment. Lovely bridge. Wow. Just a reminder, don't wear your good shoes when you go on these hikes. It's pretty hard to avoid the cow drop. We've reached another bridge. This one is Casinamuta. water's still racing down there. We should find a few cascades soon, hopefully. There's so many lovely little interesting variations here. Just keeps you on your toes and makes it so enjoyable, especially when we're under the trees. How's this for an interesting bridge? I think a few cows have crossed it in its time. We've arrived at Cascade to find we're the only ones here. We cannot believe it. This cascade is just gorgeous. Flows on down the river to even more cascades. This is just a wonderful, wonderful spot. I think it's probably further up, but the path's very confusing, so I think we'll call it a day and head back down the path. Halfway point on our hike. We've decided we're doing half today and we're going to come back and do the other half tomorrow. It's too good to try and cram into one day. We've just got off the bus in Carrizzolo and we have to walk to the campsite. Yeah. And this is the cute little square here. The kids are having real good fun with the water. We've got the church up there, very Italian it is. But what we wanted to take notice of is our GPS sent us down this road. It was horrendous. But now we've got to walk and wander our way to the campsite. It's had about a 20-minute walk from the bus stop in Canazola, I'm probably going to say it wrong, back to our campsite here at Adamello camping. So we've decided we enjoyed today so much. We did half the valley, river, whatever you want to call it, and tomorrow we're going to do the bottom half. It's a bit of a choose your own adventure hike. Shuttle buses run up and down the valley pretty much continuously all day, so you can choose where you want to get off, have a look around, get back on. Our original intention was to just spend one day here and walk the entire length of the valley. Glad we didn't do that because there is just so much to enjoy that it was well worth stopping halfway and coming back the next day to do the other half. Absolutely fantastic place. off on day 2 of our hike up the Val di Genova Valley, and unfortunately we have a 50-minute hike to get to the bus to take us up the valley. So not looking forward to it, but we know we've got to do it. Oh, this is just a bit of our grueling hike to get to the bus stop. We're elephant eating at the moment. We've just had our 50-minute hike from the campsite, and we've reached the bus stop at the start of the valley. And it's really nice to be the only ones here, or I thought, and 2 cars just rocked up. Made sure we got up early this morning. We're the only ones here at Adamello. So this is really worth the early morning. Wow, pretty special, eh, Raymondo? Take us up to Ponte Maria, and we're going to hike all the way back down. Hello, Raymond.
Hey, off we go in a minute, eh?
Mm-hmm. Bus, had a nice cuppa for morning tea, and now we're heading up to Cascade Laris, I think. Lovely and cool again under the canopy. Really loving these hikes. Signs telling us we can hike to the right for the little Cascade de Lares, and then come back and hike to the left for the big Cascade de Lares. So we'll head off to see the little guy first. Nice little climb up through the rocks. So interesting. Not a very definite path, this, so I think we're following our nose a little bit at the moment, trying to figure out where to go, but we'll get there. Cascade de Lares inferior. So we're kind of wondering what superior looks like. Pretty awesome, isn't it? The fun part getting to here was the tree route challenge. Navigating your way down through the tree routes. Probably doesn't look as extreme as it actually is.
Okay, well it's Julie's turn now to come down the tree route challenge. You can either slip on the tree roots or trip over them, or it's pretty dicey. I'm glad it's not raining anyway, it would be very slippery. Looks like she's made it okay. Mind you, there's still more to come. Oh, this is the steep bit. They're giving us some nice stairs. We're up to see our... Is it the second waterfall of the day? No, probably more. More than that. Probably the third or fourth.
We're hiking up to the higher Cascade de Lares. And when I say up, I do mean up.
Well, I can hear the waterfall anyway.
This is a pretty steep up, but they've made it interesting. Lots of little steps and rock steps. Well, we're standing in a waterfall shower. Unfortunately, you really can't see the full extent of the cascade, unfortunately. We're getting soaked, but it's lovely and cooling.
Cooling, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're standing out in the pouring rain.
It is, isn't it? It's up, must come down. So here we are on the way down. Couldn't get as close to the cascade, well, we got close to the cascade, but you couldn't really get it from the right angle to see the full force. We actually saw it better from miles away when we were sitting having lunch at a picnic table. We're hiking back now. We've actually met up with the river, so it should be nice, cool walk back. Hiking along the river, and Ray's fascinated with the stones.
Now look at that. How would you like to make a kitchen bench out of that?
I'd love to make a kitchen bench out of that.
They're everywhere. Even you could make anything out of that.
Even got little sparklies. When you move that, then I can see sparklies.
That's the most beautiful stone I've ever seen.
Well, you do see bench tops like that.
Look at that.
Yeah, just beautiful.
wasn't it?
Yeah, sure was. I think everywhere's a bit special.
Yeah, it's been a great walk.
Oh, well, you keep thinking this hike can't get any better, and then you come across something like this. It's just gorgeous. And you can't even see the river yet, but wait till we get up there and I'm sure it will look magnificent.
Oh, this place just keeps on giving.
Wow. This place is truly amazing. This has been a fabulous walk, hike, amazing. But I am getting a tad weary. I'm hoping we haven't got too far to go. Hike is just so varied. You've got the stream and the forest. Well, we've been going 7 hours, so I thought we were going to get back to camp early. God knows what time we're going to get there. But we've just got to keep going. We're loving it. It's taking so damn long. Oh, we're on the home straight. Back to where we started at Cascades, but still almost an hour back to the campsite. What a great day. Over 7 hours now, probably close to 8 by the time we get back. We've just got back to the campsite after an absolutely amazing hike. We think probably one of the best ones ever. 8.5 hours and over 19 Ks. And that's just hiking. There was about another 3K on the bus that we don't count. But I've just gone and paid so we can check out early tomorrow. Really have enjoyed the campsite. The facilities are, you know, probably basic, but very, very clean. Everyone's nice and friendly and so convenient to be able to hike to that magnificent Val di Genova was fantastic. So we're back. Yay, yeah. Ray can't wait for a beer. Oh, how am I going to do that? I haven't got a free hand.
Okay, well, anyway, that was just brilliant.
It was.
Pay. What is it? 19 Ks exactly.
Despite the long hike between the campsite and the start of the valley trail, we were so glad we took a second day to truly explore the magnificent Val di Genova. It really is one of our favourite hikes. Join us next time when we tackle the Cima Rocca Via Ferrata for the best view down to Riva del Garda.